I did it on my phone, so I don't really know how to do a lot of stuff. Okay. Hi, I am Beth Clementi Peevler with Texas's Seed League, and our Woman Crush Wednesday is one of my best friends, Lauren McGarrah. How do you actually say her name?
McGarrah. Which is not how it's spelled at all.
McGarrah.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
I'm gonna continue to say McGarrah.
That's cool.
Okay.
In high school, I was like, McGarrah. Like that was the name.
Like a chicken?
Yeah. So I'm used to no one getting my last name. That's cool.
Okay, so tell me who you played for.
So the main team that I played for was Texas State. I joined the year that we went to the finals against UT and got second. I will never forget. Greatest.
That was your first year, right?
Yeah. And that was me, starting. So I came with the bar high, which I'm happy for because I heard your previous year wasn't fantastic.
It wasn't our best. It wasn't our best year. I hope.
But it wasn't your worst either, from what I heard.
Well,
when you guys first started.
Even our very first year going to World Cup, we still made day 2 and we still made like round of 16. So like, especially if you look at that roster, like we were rough. So I'm not gonna feel too bad about it.
Yeah, well, I came in the year Jackson Johnson, Steven Gerlinski. Like we had, like of every position, we had like some like the top people now. Like.
Yeah, sometimes when I want to feel sad, I just go back and watch that finals game and then only watch the first 12 minutes.
None of us have ever done that, Beth. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not like a weekly thing, it's fine.
We were winning! And then we're not. Yeah,
so
that is actually really tough to watch.
Texas State built a legacy on heartbreak. I think it really fueled us.
Yeah. We'll never be the Mighty Ducks. We'll just always be whoever gets second place all the time.
Silver. So how'd you get into Quidditch?
I just wanted to be part of a team, and that was it. Like, so, I volunteered for a year. I got to be part of a team of really cool, like, young people trying to help tutor kids, and I came back to Texas State after that year off, and I was like, that was really fun. I want to be part of a team again. I want to have that close connection with people my age, all kind of trying to accomplish the same thing. And it was actually between you guys and rugby. And I happened to go to Quidditch 101 the day before rugby's first practice.
Ooh, President Beth scheduling. Dude, I actually did the same thing. So Quidditch wasn't a thing my freshman year. So I went to new student orientation and I was like, cool, like I really like to be physical and I want to hit, so I'm gonna go join women's rugby. And I signed up on the list and I was super excited for it. I was telling everybody about it. And then they never called me. They just never sent out emails. So it was like,
their loss, our gain. President Beth right here.
Yeah, so now I have a lot of like what could have been with my rugby dreams, but
never as good.
At the end of the day, I'm 5'2" and not that fast, so
you kind of would do the same, just hitting people. But you wouldn't be here now. You would not probably be Quidditch Texas with your best friends, running tournaments and kind of still having importance in your life and having like an awesome group of friends.
Dude, that's true. Quidditch really did find my life. But this isn't about me. This is about
But it is a little bit, because you are also a big part of my life. We moved down here randomly after college. I'd never been here before, and the 4 of us just packed up our shit.
Oh yeah, we're in Clear Lake. Look at this, guys. Look at the sunset. Look, it like changed colors and everything.
I know.
Oh my God.
Sunset showed up like bit.
Yeah, so Clear Lake, Texas, #the move. Which brings me to my next point. #the move. So, life after college. We were pretty close in college, our group, our friend group. And after we graduated, like, the song No New Friends came out, and that pretty much was our anthem of, like, we're pretty, I mean, I'm not really socially awkward, but sometimes.
And I wouldn't say exclusive, but there is kind of an inner, like, this is our crew. And if you fit in, you fit in. Like, we won't exclude you, but we're not gonna go out of our way to invite you in. Just kidding, all you strangers who don't know us that are watching, we would welcome you with open arms.
This is taking a different tone from my other videos.
But I feel like, but the #the move thing, it's like almost like you can sell it like an infomercial, like, life after college doesn't have to be over.
Like we haven't planned our infomercial out. No, basically.
We have a space for you.
Yeah, basically we were like, you know, instead of making new friends, why don't we just convince all of our friends to move to the Clear Lake, Houston area? And now we're like 9 strong.
Yeah. And we do stuff, we have activities. We're going out tonight, we're gonna go dancing.
Oh yeah, so that's why this video is like, I'm watching the time because we got Studio 80 tonight, so we gotta.
Yeah, so I feel like, is there like some we can plug and like, so like follow like Beth Clementi on like Instagram to see the videos of shenanigans?
Let's not do that. I try to not.
That's fair, okay.
But yeah, so
you just have to show up. If you want to see the secret shit.
So yeah, we hashtag the move in like life after Quidditch. So we've been graduated for about 3 years now.
Sure.
But Quidditch is still very much like dictating our lives. Like it's our friend group, it's our weekend activities, it's our only form of exercise.
And it's still, too, like we're going to weddings, which I guess is what we're really here to talk about, is dating in Quidditch, right?
That too. It is a loose format.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I mean, yeah.
Because I had some good stuff on that. I prepared for this interview. But, because I imagine you'd be like, dating in Quidditch, like, why does it work? You know, why do people do it? Why are there so many successful quid couples out there? And one of the biggest things I think is kind of what we've already touched about just as our friendship relationship is that there's something really special about Quidditch. And so the hardest part about dating is finding someone that has similar interests, like that you really connect with. You got to find shit like, do you like these movies, this and that? But with Quidditch, like that's built in to the system.
Yeah.
You either really enjoy the series, you love Harry Potter, or you like sports like we did. And you find common ground there. And especially when you spend so much time together. Richard and I mean, we would be going to practices 2-3 nights a week together. You see each other all the time.
Yeah.
Like you said, your friends are all together.
Especially at university. It's,
right.
It's all the time. It's constantly.
Yeah. And we would honestly, so we would go home after practice covered in dirt, covered in grass and bruises. And we would hop in the shower together and we would talk about the night's practice and we'd say,
talk about
who's
roster,
doing great.
Yeah, roster positions.
Yeah, legit. How we think the tournament's going to go. And you kind of build a connection and a bond over this thing that you're both a part of. And it's special. People love to be part of something that's kind of unique. You can, if we ask any person out here with us, or if you walk into a grocery store and ask 20 people, how many are going to, for one, say, yeah, I play Quidditch, much less like be like, the sport with the brooms? How does the stitch work? So it's a special thing that we get to be a part of, and we get to feel really special. And especially when you get to go to something like nationals, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big road
It's a big bonding experience, yeah.
So I think I was doing actually like kind of tallying it up while I was waiting for you to come over, and over the years we've had, hey Allie, come here.
We have a friend.
I'm filming a Quidditch series. Come on down.
Just randomly.
Come sit really quick. This is Allie. We played softball together. See?
We did. Hello.
Perfect recruitment.
Okay, that's all you need. You can walk your dog
Okay,
now. I just
all
wanted
right.
you to jump in.
It's good to see you, man.
You too.
I
Later.
text her, be like, quick. So,
Oh, dude. Actually, no. Really though.
if you're looking for a
Quidditch,
sport,
you would be excellent. Please come play Quidditch with me.
When do y'all play?
I'll message you.
randomly.
Okay. Yeah, just message me.
I will.
I can do with my work schedule.
Softball players are like a unique commodity. You would be excellent.
Okay, definitely message me. 'Cause that sounds like fucking fun.
Yeah!
Have fun, buddy.
Have a good day.
That's the power of Quidditch.
So, anyways, what were we talking about?
Relationships, connection, Quidditch.
So I think, I was tallying it up over the years, and we have like 20 plus relationships that are like 3, 4, 5, 6
years deep.
skip some deep, that, like, and like successful relationships that have carried on, and like I don't want to take credit, but like the Quidditch program in general has just brought so many people together.
Very true.
And I think it's such a cool thing, and I think Texas State may not be unique in this, but I do hear stories of like dating within teams has caused a lot of drama and it's a lot of issues. But maybe it's just because our program was so big that it wasn't.
Yeah.
The only thing that this is kind of a fun story. When people were coupling off, it kind of created this weird like, why not me, like type of thing. So like this is a story about it. So I was in my upper years as a student at Texas State, and one of the freshmen came to me, and this person was sad, and they said, like everyone's in a relationship, and I really like this person, and I'm not sure if they like me, and I don't know about it. And then I kind of meddled in that situation a little bit and like coached it along. But now those two people have been in a relationship for like 4 years now.
Right.
So like, I think what you're saying does have a lot to do with it, where you do have the similar interest, and it is a certain type of person that joins Quidditch.
Definitely.
We're all kind of like weird, quirky, but like there's a mix. There's definitely a spectrum there. But I think it is a cool thing. What do you think are like challenges of dating in Quidditch and dating into friend groups?
I mean, definitely a challenge is if you break up, because I can't imagine how it goes. So, like, you have this community that you're both really involved in, and so now it's like either it looks like one person always just kind of seems to like slowly back out and like is no longer really involved,
I've seen that.
Or
for
I just
sure.
can't imagine being like randomly like we used to be in love and now we're not. But I'll see you in 2 weeks at Breakfast Taco. Like
Now we're gonna go physically hit each other at practice. It could be a good thing. It could be like a cathartic thing.
sure. Or it's like that pass hit me in the face, not in my hands. It was probably an accident, or was it? We don't know. But no, and I think so. I think separating within whenever because like it is really couple. At least it was for us really among our team. A lot of people do couple off, and so if you kind of break up, people feel like they have to pick sides, all that stuff, which always like sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what really like the struggles. Cause like, what do you look for in a relationship? You want somebody you can spend time with, enjoy hanging out with, like boom boom.
One thing, it wasn't really a struggle in my relationship because I'd been dating Ryan Peevler before coming to Quidditch, and then he joined because I joined. But we were working so closely together, like we were beater partners, and at one point, like I was the president and he was the team captain, so we had to work together within our officer board as well as on the field. And
no space. It was just always.
Yeah, you're always in each other's space, but I honestly get so petty at practices, and Ryan was a good player. But, like every time he would like beat me and just be like whooping my ass, or like I don't think he ever hit me really hard, but like after like 10 times in a row of going up to go get bludgers from him, and he would just beat me or like make me look silly, I was like, fuck this. Like I got so angry.
That's very true.
And I mean, I get over that one quickly. I know it was a struggle when we were both in leadership and we were talking about like roster cuts, and I was really advocating for this person, but at the end of the day he's the captain, and I'd be like, no, you need to pick this person.
And it's one thing when you don't agree with like your fellow officer, it's another thing when you don't agree with the fucking person that you go home with, like that you sleep with at night. So yeah, that would be tough. And two, yeah, definitely I just have been pretty fortunate where as a girl chaser, I love my position. I think that when we get to shine bright, even if it's not super often. So I luckily didn't have a lot of opportunity for failure, but if I did, my partner certainly like wouldn't be quiet about it. So no, it wasn't that bad, but the thing is like the successes were awesome. Like I'll be honest, it was really it's a really cool feeling to be in a game and to have your significant other like throw you a winning pass. It's fucking awesome. It feels great. But to also drop that pass, like it's not fun.
Especially when your partner is Richard McAvoy Kemp.
And I thought about this too, and like it's and there's some pride though in it, because I can't deny like I am proud to see him on the pitch, and even though he's the guy that will sometimes ram his arm through the hoop and run away with the hoop.
Be Richie.
Right. But there's some sort of pride that's like his level of passion. I hope that he feels pride whenever he watches me on the pitch too. Like that would make me feel.
I feel you real hard on that, because I mean, like we were a beater couple.
Right, and you want to impress people. That's a thing. We all do.
Like we were partners, so like if someone comes and hits me, you better be sure Ryan came back and hit that person.
Oh,
There's like one of my favorite highlight clips was we were playing Miami, and that dude came around and just like choked me down like that, and you can see Ryan losing his shit on the sidelines. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And I forgot about it, but apparently Romy keeps telling me that he like came in the game later, and that guy was like out of the game for the rest of the which was like not good. Don't advocate that, but
which we are strong, women, so we don't need men to stick up for us, but that's kind of fun.
it kind of feels nice.
Yeah.
It kind of feels nice. I mean, I always joke
Richard
too,
definitely
like
said that.
when Ryan Naraki came into Texas State, Ryan Peevler was already gone, so I was teaching Ryan how to play. And then if I would get in trouble, my reflex would be like, Ryan! And he would come save me. I was like, oh, it was such a natural transition. Now I keep yelling Ryan, and now Naraki comes. So
you still have a Ryan to come save the day.
Yeah, but it is one of those things where, like, especially in smaller teams, you have to be aware of that dynamic. And I know when you joined on, we were very much like, okay, she's a good player, Richie. If you guys break up or something bad happens, we want to keep her. So we were very, very conscious of the fact that, like, we need to separate those two aspects of our interpersonal relationships. And I don't know if we're unique in this, but, like, we had, like, a six-some that was very, very tight. Like, we did fantasy football together. We lived across each other in apartments, so we'd have family dinners, and it was, like, a whole thing. Like, good on you. You came into a hard group, and
it really
worked out. I mean, we're, 4 years later now?
Yeah,
5
I
years?
feel like the timing really was. I just happened to kind of step into a hole that needed to be filled. But I think it probably was a pretty tough position to fill. I just happened to be the right person for the job. Also, lucky me, I guess I'm good at sports, because I guess now if we were broke up, like, fuck me, right? Okay, Richard, I break up, she can't fucking catch a ball. Bye, bitch. Like, good thing I was good.
Dude, I thought about this the other day, though. I was like, you and me are so similar. I feel like we would have been friends regardless of you hadn't started dating Richard.
Right. I'm
but
sure Richard's really fun. He's probably really easy to get along with after a breakup. You could still hang out with him all the time.
I wish I remembered.
I would have left. There's no way I probably could have been in the org.
No,
I think it would have been tough.
it's too tough.
I'm a pretty strong person, but
I wish that I remember meeting you because
I've
you have
thought
such
this
a fun story, and I have no recollection of it.
I have thought this too. And like, so legitimately though, so I would tell you my first, so
Go ahead and
Quidditch
tell us, go ahead
101.
and tell it.
Quidditch 101 is the first
Start meet cute.
time that I was introduced to Quidditch. And I can remember a lot of that really vividly, and especially too, because I'd come from a year of living in Arkansas by myself and really enjoyed it. I loved that freedom and being independent. So I come back to Texas State, I'm like, fuck boys, I don't need them, I don't want them, I don't want a boyfriend. I'm here for sports and friendship. What is it for?
That should have been our tagline
What the
in
fuck
Quidditch.
is Charlie
Sports and
Day
friendship.
though? Like the in friendship for everyone.
Oh God, the Dayman song. I'm not gonna sing the Dayman song. Continue.
Anyway, if you don't know, fucking It's Always Sunny, Dayman, a Nightman.
The
Look it
video
up.
is very different from the other. Continue.
But I remember 101, and of course it's sports, so I wanted to be impressive. Oh, I just forgot. Lewis, do you remember his last name? Gonzalez. Shout out to you, buddy. You were there also that first day, and you and I got partnered up to be quaffle carriers doing drills, and we would just pass back and forth and score all day. And I remember vividly y'all's attention and kind of noticing that I was good. And I remember also noticing Richard like that first day, but being like, nope, don't do it, no boys. But
Ew, you thought he was cute.
I specifically, yeah, I did.
Gross.
And then after that practice, he was like, hey, we're probably gonna have a party in like 2 weeks. You wanna come? And I was like,
How we
"Yeah."
get all the Quidditch players
Exactly.
to stay.
And so I guess this will be our little like origin story. And then I went to that party, and we spent the whole night playing beer pong as partners and as rivals, and we would rap the same song like we still do now. We would know the same Lil Wayne, verse, and we'd be rapping it to each other and look each other in the eyes and rapping, and then I think like a week later there was another party, and I came and I stayed the night, and we did not have sex though that first night. I just want it to be said. Are we allowed to talk about that?
PG story.
Yeah, exactly. There was none, so it's
Yeah.
PG still.
Good.
But I stayed the night that night, and then I'll be honest, I've stayed the night every night since. We've lived together.
There was a weird semester
then.
where people, instead of starting to date, just moved in with each other and then started dating later.
But I was in a weird living situation. I met a dude off Craigslist because I told myself, also coming back from Arkansas, no boys, no apartments. I said, fuck apartments, they suck. I'm gonna find a house. So I met a random bald Buddhist racist on Craigslist.
18 minutes.
And this may just be for us to keep forever.
This is the one I'm gonna have to edit of,
yeah.
like, this is where we
actually talk
bullshitted
about
for a
Quidditch.
few hours.
But anyway, so it was really convenient for me to live with Richard. That was a better situation. I got out of a bad place. But yeah, so anyways, anything else I guess we need to talk about for the folks at home that you would want to cover?
I think Quidditch dating is juicy, and I would like to talk to all of you about your Quidditch dating, because I am a medley person and I want to know. But let's just rein it in,
Yeah.
okay?
But no, and like for real, so if you made it to the end of this video, like for one, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys.
If you like this, then there's a few more videos on my phone that you'll really enjoy. Dude, watch
We'll
that.
post those.
There's like 25 minutes of us just being drunk, sitting outside my house the other night.
If you get to this point and you hear this and you private message Beth, we will send you some of those wasted ass videos. But also comment.
Hey, I think my mom watches this. We were at a
Having fun.
bachelorette party and it was appropriate, mother. Anyways,
For the girls. But comment on this. Tell us about your relationships, how you guys like met, any weird, quirky things. Yeah, like talk about yourselves and your relationships, and tell us the good, juicy stuff.
Dude, I
tell us
wanna
why
hear-
you love your partner.
I want to hear all the meet cutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
We'll see you in the DMs.
Femme Fatale Fantasy, which is kind of what this was for.
Yeah.
Femme Fatale Fantasy is an all-female / non-male Quidditch tournament that will be hosted on October 27th in Cedar Park, Texas. Registration is $10, and Lauren will be there because I will make her. I will post the registration links in the comments of this video, and I think that person is at my house, so we need to go.
Yeah.